The humble sheet pan is one of the strongest workhorses in the kitchen, and all week long we're giving her the credit she deserves. The Studio 5 Sheet Pan Party is our way of saying thanks to the sheet pan, and my next guest is rolling out a revolutionary concept. You might never make quesadillas the same again. Our friend Alex Daynes is chiming into the sheet pan party. Welcome, friend.
Thank you.
I told Alex I'm living my best week with all of my favorite friends in studio. You're telling us that this is the hack that we will never go back.
You will never go back, ever.
Why? Why?
Well, the sheet pan, as we've mentioned, it's the beloved kitchen item, right? Everybody has a sheet pan. I think it's like the honorary wedding gift, right? Like you get married, you get your plates and your napkins, and you get a sheet pan.
Or seven.
Or seven.
Or seven.
Yes, I have 3 here, and this is not only all of my collection, but then you know what the sheet pan is great for, and what I love is feeding a crowd.
Feeding a crowd. This is where the magic comes in today. Yes. You're saying it's all about the layering.
It is. It is.
So how do we make this for a crowd? Where do we get started?
Yeah, so this recipe is actually super simple. You know how tedious it would be to make 12 quesadillas in a row? If you were standing over your stovetop and just making it, on a frying pan, folding your tortillas up, filling in the filling, not that you couldn't do it, not that it isn't manageable.
12 frying pans.
You would, and you'd feel overwhelmed, and you'd be hot, and you'd be sweaty, you'd be standing over the stovetop. This is taking the hands-on, the hard work out, and it's making 12 servings, even more if you wanted to cut these down even more, but 12 servings in a matter of minutes. So we're reaching for our best friend, the sheet pan here.
And you're lining it for even easier cleanup.
Even easier cleanup. You'll notice here both sheet pans are lined. And then we're reaching for large burrito-sized tortillas.
Okay.
So you can use smaller tortillas if you want to, but the large ones you're going to use less of, and they're going to fill the space more.
Is there a brand you like of tortilla the best? This is a personal question.
I like the ones that you cook yourself. Any brand. Like I like the Costco ones, but they are smaller. And so that's kind of where the toss-up is. These are tortilla land, and they're more work. So it depends on, I think they taste better, but then you're adding in a step.
Okay.
So these are just tortilla land burrito size, and they work great. And layering on, we go 4, a little bit overlapping, and we kind of pull them to the side here. And you want to make sure that the tortillas are hanging over the edge, because we're going to fold them in.
Yes, this is a good tip.
Yep, and then we go 2 on the end, like that.
Wow, we are really filling up this space.
We are taking up space. Okay. That's 2024, You can take up space in the gym. You can take up space on your sheet pan. You have the right to take up space.
To the gym, and we're here for it.
I'm just here giving you all your life lessons. No, honestly, these are so easy. So we have layered it on. So 6 around the outside, 7 goes in the middle.
And you're saying it's not just cheese. I see a lot of things going on here. This is the ultimate quesadilla. What are we putting on here?
So I wanted to fill mine with a little fajita flair. Ooh. And giving our sheet pan some love, I actually made my bell peppers and onions on my sheet pan as well. So I took red, orange, and yellow bell peppers, sliced them thin along with a purple onion, threw them all down on my sheet pan, and then I did a little olive oil, and then you can actually buy fajita seasoning mix. And you can make it from scratch. If you have tons of seasonings in your pantry, I'm not against it. You can definitely make your own blend. But if we're talking about ease and convenience, buy the fajita seasoning mix, toss it all around, throw the entire sheet pan in your oven at like 350 degrees for 20 minutes. And then you're gonna have this deliciously seasoned.
It smells so good.
It does smell good.
It smells so good. So first, what kind of cheese?
Yes, so then we're doing 2 kinds. So this is shredded mozzarella.
Okay.
And then that's the shredded Mexican blend of cheese, so like cheddar and all the things. If you want to drizzle.
Oh, I was gonna say, can I drizzle?
Yeah, so do half that. We're gonna do cheese on top and bottom.
I've always wanted to do this with you.
I know. I'm gonna put you to work. I forgot to ask you if you wanted to work, but you're ready.
No asking required.
You came ready. Here. Okay, so we do half of our cheese, and then we're gonna do all of our bell peppers.
All of them?
All of them.
Okay, well I guess this is a personal preference thing, right?
I mean, if you didn't want, I just wanted this to be loaded, I wanted it to be hearty, I wanted every bite to have it. If your kids, don't like fajitas, then you don't have to do fajitas. You could fill this with steak, chicken, ground beef. You could fill it with just beans. You could just do cheese. If you're doing this for like a kid's birthday party, and you're serving to your audience, right? So if you know that they're not gonna eat something like this, then just do a blend of cheeses. I will say with tortilla or with quesadillas, you gotta use more than one cheese. If you're gonna have a delicious quesadilla, you have to do a blend of cheeses.
Can I go with beans?
You can.
Okay.
Again, so I wanted a variety, so I'm doing black and pinto beans, and we're just loading it up.
I always get half and half at Cafe Rio anyway. So
you do?
You just knew.
I know. I should do that. I should do that in public.
There's your next hack for the day.
I do it at home all the time.
Yes. Okay, now we have our beans. Is there magic in the fold?
There is magic in the fold. We have to finish our cheese. Yes, so cheese on top and bottom. This is for flavor, but it's also for function because it's going to help the tortilla and the cheese stick together, and it's going to help it to
Look at me just dumping the whole
You're
bowl out.
doing great. Oh my goodness. Yes. Okay. So then the art of the fold here is we want to go sides first.
Okay.
So up and over.
Up and over.
Down to the middle. And then we're going to grab our last tortilla.
Oh, okay.
And we're going to put it in the middle. We're going to fill in that hole, and then we're going to fold these sides up again.
I feel like I'm at Subway doing
You're
the
so
fold.
Good.
This is so good.
Yes. So then this is ready to bake, but we're not done with our sheet pans. We have more sheet pans. So when we're ready to bake this, don't use this one. Well, you could use this one. Just take off the tin foil. And we actually bake it with a sheet pan on top of it. Because otherwise, these are going to flap everywhere, especially if you have a convection oven. And so we're going to get a more even, more crisp bake if we place another sheet pan on top of it. And then again, 350, like 20, maybe 25 minutes. At the end, I do like to pull the sheet pan off, crank the heat to a broil, because I like a crispy top. So that's how I got that finished edge here. So then you get that crispy topping, the cheese is nice and melty. And then I used a pizza cutter. So I just like literally went to town, cut down each side into my 12 portions, and then that's where you can like load this up, right? You can top it with salsa, cilantro, sour cream, guacamole, like.
Is it weird that I think the quesadilla is pretty? I think it's so pretty.
Thank
It does.
you.
All the layers come together. It makes it really pretty. Alex, this
Beautiful.
it truly is revolutionary for the group. I love it. Tell us where we can follow along with you.
Yes, so you can connect with me online. All of my recipes are posted on my website, so alexdaynes.com, but then on social media, it's the Alex Daynes.
Oh, so good. Try this for your next party. I think this is fail-proof. This is so good.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Alex.